Are you Spencer Preston?
Yes, I'm gonna help you.
I'm afraid I've got a warrant for your arrest. You're gonna have to come with me. You're under suspicion of corporate fraud.
This is impossible. There has to be some kind of misunderstanding.
I'm afraid not. If you'd come with me, we can sort this out later.
All right. I'd like to speak to my lawyer before I say anything.
Yeah, sure, no problem, but he's already on the way. I just wanted to ask you a few simple questions.
All right. Well, I mean, in that case, then I guess I have no problem. I'll cooperate.
So why exactly did you decide to work for Lockheed Martin?
Well, I believe working there helps me fulfill my purpose, which is to make my family happy by being successful and making progress in my life. And working there enables me to do so.
So how exactly did you find that out?
I came to understand it mostly through life experiences, things that taught me lessons, but also through my college SLS class. We did an assignment that had us focus more clearly on what our purpose was. It taught us more about what the purpose was and how it was different from other goals and values. This helped me focus my purpose and understand what it was.
So how exactly does knowing that help you?
Well, being focused, an achiever, and competitive have helped me. My purpose is related to those. They help me complement my strengths. They help me use them to my advantage. In my work, I am able to use them to get ahead of other people. I'm able to compete. I'm able to focus more. I'm able to do more than other people.
Okay, well, you say you want to make your family happy, so what are you doing for yourself at that point?
Well, for myself, I definitely try to achieve more at my job than other people. One day I aim to be the CFA. If I do that, I definitely feel more accomplished myself, and I'll help my family even more. It'll help me do way more than I could before.
So, you're aiming for CFA. Does that mean you're just a financial advisor right now?
Yes, that's correct. I'm a financial advisor with the company.
Okay, well, what about before that? When did you decide to start getting into that lifestyle?
Well, during my senior year at UCF, I was looking for lots of internships and opportunities that could help me advance my skills in the business field. Lockheed Martin had approached me about an internship because of my abilities in school. I accepted the internship and I worked with the company.
So what exactly is it you did when you started working with them?
Well, when I first worked with the company in my internship, I provided advising for tax, insurance, and investment. I gave people advice on what to best do for those.
And after you started working full-time with them?
I was required to recommend investment products and services that are suitable for prospects and clients based on their objectives, resources, time horizon, risk profile, and preferences, as well as maintain proper documentation following preset guidelines established by compliance and management. Well, at least that's the technical way. Basically, I would just try and help people complete their financial side of their lives as effectively as possible while making sure I stay within the guidelines of the rules of the company and providing people the most efficient service.
And what kind of skills would you need for that type of work?
I'd say critical thinking, listening actively, having adequate verbal communication, reading comprehension, and service orientation skills are the most important skills you can have to be a financial advisor. They're essential in being effective at your job.
What kind of schooling were you in before you were working with them?
Well, after I graduated high school, I moved to Orlando. In Orlando, I went to Valencia College. I went there for 2 years and got my associate in arts degree in business. After that, I went to UCF. When I went to UCF, I got my bachelor's degree in finance.
And how much did that cost you exactly?
Why is that important exactly?
I'm just curious to see is how committed you are to that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, I believe the 2 years I was getting my AA cost me about $33,000. And during my bachelor's years at UCF, it cost me about $40,000.
That's a lot of money. How were you able to afford that exactly?
Well, I received FAFSA money from my school, and I also had a scholarship that I had earned in high school. I worked hard to get good grades so that I could get the scholarship, and it let me go to school for 2 years for free, so that was really helpful. My 2 years at UCF were obviously a lot harder, but I was still able to get through by saving money and working hard.
How were you sure that you were doing everything right? Seems like there was a lot to do there.
Well, I used resources from my school, like like the library, guidance counselors, and a whole bunch of other things that helped me succeed. There were so many different people that were trying to help me and trying to make sure I had everything that I needed that I couldn't forget. I was always doing my assignments on time. I always knew what I had to do for class. I always knew what I had to do to get to school, how to get there. I always knew what was required. I always made sure that I did everything on time, and that just led to me being successful.
Alright, I guess that's all I got for you. You can go if you want.
Really? That's it? Just like that, I'm okay to go? There's nothing else you need from me? No more questions? No charges? I'm confused.
Yeah, no, I got a call. You were good to go earlier. I just was kind of wanting to entertain myself.
Wait, so you really kept me here this whole time knowing that you didn't have to question me? Or do anything but let me go? Well, I guess it's a relief that the charges have been dropped. I'll just go then.